and I found you at the right time. You're running my mind. Oh no, it's been a long time. Oh, I've been searching for a long time. Glad that I found you at the right time. Oh, you're running my mind. I can't lose this loving, this loving, this loving. Don't wanna lose this loving, this loving, this loving. I can't lose this loving, this loving, this loving. Don't wanna lose this loving, this loving, this loving. I see what I've been missing. Been through many seasons, but I never found the person.
Hello, welcome to Conjugal Bliss. I am Dr. Priscilla Ashonibare. Thank you for joining us today. For the past 2 weeks, we've been discussing about gratitude in marriage, and we said that God expects us to be grateful, to express our appreciation for all that He's been doing for us. And because we are created in the image and the likeness of God, people will also expect you to show your appreciation for whatever they have done. And we discussed about the fact that in marriage, gratitude is very important. And we're talking about some of the benefits of gratitude in marriage, how it will repair the marriage, it will help with communication. And so let's continue today. Another benefit of gratitude in marriage, expressing your gratitude to your spouse, telling your spouse, thank you for being my husband, for being my wife, for doing this, for doing that, is that gratitude will improve your physical health. Somebody is saying how? Okay, just stay with me. It will improve your physical health because when you express your gratitude, it will make you to be happier. That is from research. Gratitude has been associated with increase in the level of happiness, increase in the level of well-being, and also had been associated with decrease in the level of depression. And remember, the Bible said, a merry heart doeth well, will do you good like medicine. So when there's gratitude and there's increase in happiness in the relationship, it will help you to be healthier. And one of the things it would do is when you are expressing your gratitude and your level of happiness is increased, there are what we call neurotransmitters. Okay, just hold it. Simply put, these are chemical messengers, okay, in the body that are released. I'm going to be talking about 4 of them. The dopamine. The dopamine is associated with pleasure and motivation, also reward. That is what gives you that, that happiness, that hype, that high feeling. It is the feeling good hormone. So when you're expressing your gratitude, your body will be releasing the feeling good hormone, and your spouse also that is receiving the gratitude would also do what his body will release, the feeling good hormone. The other neurotransmitter, the chemical messenger that is released in the body that would help with the boosting of your health is the endorphins. Okay, endorphins. These are the natural pain killers. Okay, they will help to alleviate physical discomfort and stress. Oh, all those stress that you're experiencing in your marriage, even the one you carry home from your place of work. Do you know that your spouse just meeting you at the door, or as you're just coming and say, oh, honey, or darling, thank you so much for all you're doing, all the stress you're going through, just to make sure that there's a roof over our head. Just saying that to your spouse, do you know, would release this endorphins. All of a sudden, the pain, the stress that he's coming with will be reduced. Oh yeah, it will boost the health of both of you. So you are not just going to be expressing your gratitude and thinking you're doing your spouse a favor. You are actually doing yourself a favor as well. What about serotonin? That is the 3rd neurotransmitter that will be released when you express your gratitude. There's joy, there's happiness in the home, and this one is the one that regulates mood, regulates sleep, regulates appetite. It is associated with a feeling of calmness. Oh yeah, and who doesn't want to feel that calmness, so that when you lie down your bed, you're calm like a baby, your sleep is sweet. Happiness and contentment as well is increased when these neurotransmitters are released in the body. And one of the ways you can do that is what? Expressing gratitude to your spouse. What of the oxytocin? Yeah, people call it the childbirth hormone. They call it the breastfeeding hormone. It is also called the love hormone. That is why you see there's this connection and attachment between a mother and the baby. Okay, this oxytocin, it strengthens social connection, deepening feelings of trust, empathy, and intimacy. That is what is happening when you were spending time with your spouse, before you now decided, okay, I want to get married to this person. When you were spending time with your fiancé then, or fiancé, maybe on the phone, or you went to a place, or you were there, in a cafeteria, you sat opposite the other, you were talking, you were giggling, you were laughing, and the more you were doing this, the more you longed to have more of that experience. It is because of all these four neurotransmitters, these chemical messengers that were released in your body, then it makes you to want more of that experience. So the more you express your gratitude to your spouse and these chemicals are released, the more closer you come, the more connected you become, the more you begin to trust each other, the more there's intimacy, the more there's empathy, the more you are calm, the more you have this feeling, this good feeling that is increased in your life, in your heart towards your spouse. Oh yes, a merry heart will do you well, just like medicine. So why not, even if it is just concerning your health alone? That is why you see sometimes when I remember there was this couple who came, they've been like cat and dog, in the family. And by the time we were having this therapy and the sessions, and I now discovered that the husband was battling with a health issue, the wife was battling with another health issue. So I told them, you see, it is because of the anger that both of you are keeping, the unforgiveness that you are keeping and nurturing and nursing against each other, that is giving room to this. Remember, the Bible said that he that breaketh the edge, the serpent will bite. But when you come and you express, even if it is just gratitude, let's start even with gratitude alone. If the benefit of health that you can get from it, why not go ahead and do it? Okay. When oxytocin is released, there's this joy, this connection that it helps, it promotes between spouses. Oh yeah, and it will boost your immunity as well. Somebody saying, all from gratitude. Yes, it's backed up with research. It's all from gratitude. That tension between you and your spouse will be reduced, and as it is reducing, your health will get better. Oh, so get rid of the tension now. Get rid of the tension. Get rid of the tension. Let go of the unforgiveness. Let go of it. Yeah. Don't start, when you put in so many effort into thinking of how to revenge, it would affect you also physically. So why not just think of, okay, I want to live long. Research, yes. Research has also shown that couples who are happier, who live happier, they have the tendency of living longer. I repeat, couples who are happier, they have the tendency to live longer. So why not make up your mind to bring in whatever you can to your relationship that will make your relationship to be happier. And gratitude is one of those, so that you can live longer. Another benefit of gratitude in marriage is that it will foster deeper emotional bond. Stronger emotional bond. Yeah. As I said, when these neurotransmitters are released, it helps with the connection. So your relationship becomes stronger. People will look from afar and say, these two, you cannot just, nothing can penetrate in between them. That is how it's supposed to be. And gratitude will help you. Gratitude will enhance marital satisfaction. It will enhance marital satisfaction. It will help you to get more happiness, more joy, more gladness. It will help you to appreciate your spouse the more. It will promote that good feeling in your marriage when you do what you practice gratitude. It will promote long-term commitment. Yes. Gratitude will promote long-term commitment. How? It will increase that. Okay, now this long-term commitment will do something. Okay, the long-term commitment is a benefit by itself. Now it will now bring another benefit. What is the other benefit? It will increase both spouses' willingness to invest in the relationship. And you know, the more you invest in the relationship, the more you become committed to the relationship. Since what you put in is acknowledged and appreciated, of course, there's that willingness to do more. There's that willingness to go all out, to invest more in the relationship. You're going to invest your time. Like I used to say, I normally, when I have seminars with the singles, I tell them, now, if you want to get married to someone, maybe you are in a courtship, and the person is not sharing his treasure with you, or she's not sharing her treasure with you. I'm not talking of your body. No. Didn't buy anything for you, didn't see anything good and say, okay, let me bring this. Okay, recently there was this couple that we had session with, and when one of the complaint was that the husband doesn't give gifts to the wife. That's what the wife complained about. She said, since they've been married, she can't remember the time the husband bought even a handkerchief or even a scarf and say, get. And I now say, okay, now wait. They've been married for some time. So I asked her, I said, okay, now tell me about when you were courting. And she now said she remembered that when they were courting, she was the one that was always bringing one gift or the other that he never did. And I said, okay, you should know. He wasn't doing it when you were courting. How do you expect him to do it now that you are married? Courtship is like a tip of the iceberg of what you are going to be expecting in the marriage. So if you are you are courting someone right now, you are engaged. Okay, as I said, children of God do not date. No, we go into courtship. Yes, we do not date, because dating is practice for divorce. Dating is, I like you, let's just meet somewhere, we eat, we talk, and if I want that we continue with the relationship. No, courtship is from day one, I want to get married to you. So you see, it's different. So with dating, you can add and drop, and definitely by the time you're married, it's easier for such a person to do what? To add and drop as well. Okay, so if you're in courtship and the person did not share his treasure with you, she didn't share her treasure with you, then that person doesn't treasure you. Okay, but when you treasure someone, so let's come back to gratitude. So when you're expressing your gratitude, it will help you to treasure the person. And because you treasure the person, you'll be able to share your treasure with the person, meaning you're going to invest more in the relationship. You'll invest your time. Nobody will tell you. You begin to spend more time together. You go to a supermarket or you go somewhere, you're returning from work, you see something. Oh, I think my wife will like that. I think my husband will like that. Oh, let me just buy this for my wife. You see, you begin to do what? To bring gifts. Remember, one of the love languages is receiving of gift. So you see, you start doing things to make each other happy. Okay. Benefits of gratitude in marriage. That is what we are talking about. Another benefit of gratitude in marriage is it will create a positive feedback loop. Okay. Let me pause. Let me come slow. Okay. Let me slow down a bit. It will create gratitude in marriage will create a positive feedback loop. And this positive feedback loop will strengthen the emotional bond between the spouses. Okay. Now, what it will do is it will create a spiral positive feedback loop that is upward. Remember, I said that an attitude of gratitude will increase your altitude. Let me come back. An attitude of gratitude will increase your altitude. That is what research has shown here. When you express your gratitude to your spouse, it will create a positive feedback loop. How? Okay, and this feedback loop will be a circle that would promote growth, promote commitment, promote stability in the marriage. What will happen is, okay, now hold on. Maybe somebody's thinking, what is positive feedback loop? Okay, spouses will now be looking for ways to outdo each other's goodness. That is what gratitude would do. So this person did something good and you're appreciative of it. He'll be encouraged to do more. Then you're appreciative of it and he will now appreciate you. You want to do more and you want to do more and you want. So it's an upward thing, a positive feedback loop. It serves gratitude. So how it serves as a positive feedback loop that provides a circle that is upward, that is circling upward, is because it serves as a positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is what you do that will ensure that a habit is repeated. Okay, you do something that will make somebody say, okay, for example, okay, let me give a negative one, an example. Okay, well, should I give? Let me give a positive one first. For example, your spouse came and when he was coming, he said, oh, darling, I was just jogging along the road and this early morning, maybe he went jogging in the morning. And when I was coming, I saw this beautiful flower and I picked it and I brought it. And when he brought it and said, okay, here's the flower. Thank you, for being my wife. I saw this and I say, it's as beautiful as you are. So I brought the flower. What are you going to do? You'll be happy. And all that. Do you know the next time he goes out, maybe now he went to a supermarket. And when he gets to the supermarket or maybe a mall and he sees a beautiful blouse, because he can remember that, oh, when I gave her the flower the other time, I was jogging. She was so happy. I think I should buy this beautiful blouse, because he knows by the time he brings the beautiful blouse, oh, you are going to be happy. And one thing is, when people do things for you and you express your gratitude, you make them happy even as you are happy. Okay, so you're being happy and expressing the happiness and your appreciation for him bringing the flower is now encouraging him to do what? To buy the blouse. Okay. Now, negatively, let me tell the story of a friend of mine that I so many years ago. She'll be more than 15 years now, almost 20. Okay. So one day I was in her house and she now told me, she said, Priscilla, do you know one thing that I'm regretting till now? I said, what is it? Her husband, is working with an international company, and in this company he has the opportunity to travel to different parts of the world, different countries. So she now said that I regretted early in our marriage, before the children started coming. My husband traveled one time to one country and he bought something for me, and when he bought it, when the time he gave me, I was grumbling. I was saying, oh, this thing, anyway, she didn't express appreciation. As a matter of fact, she was sort of blaming him that, why did you buy this thing and blah, blah, blah. And she said the husband didn't say anything. Maybe he was an introvert. He didn't mention anything. He didn't make mention of anything. He just kept quiet. Oh, sorry. He said sorry. So the next time he traveled to another country, when he came, he didn't buy her anything. And she was wondering, she said she was going to, and said, what did you buy for me? So he came and gave her some money and said, I didn't want to get you something that you won't appreciate or that will hurt you again and like the other time. So I think I'll just give you money so that you can go and get yourself something. And she said, and that had been what he'd been doing. So this day when I was in the house, and the husband just came, so the children, they were everywhere jumping. Hey, daddy brought me this, daddy brought me that. And she said he gave her money again and said, can you get yourself something that she regretted that day? So what had not shown appreciation hindered her husband from continuing to do what? To buy her things. Imagine if you were able to get souvenirs from every country of the world that your husband is traveling to. That would have been nice. That would have been nice. Oh, okay. So let's move. So gratitude would do what? It would serve as a positive reinforcement. It would encourage your spouse to do more of what she had been doing, to do more of what he had been doing, that is making you happy and making you to express that gratitude. Okay, another benefit of gratitude in marriage is that it serves as a foundation for trust. Remember, I said when those neurotransmitters, especially the oxytocin, is released, it boosts the level of trust and bond. Okay, it serves as a foundation of for trust and emotional safety. Yeah. Rather than okay, now let me stop a bit. So when you express gratitude to your spouse, okay, it will serve as a strong foundation for your relationship and of trust. So instead of you focusing and waiting for resentment, instead of you focusing and waiting to repair the relationship, gratitude will build up relationship. It will shift focus from what is not working in the marriage and will help you to focus on what is working, which will now create a more supportive and connected dynamic rhythm in the relationship, in the marriage as well. It will help you to focus on more positive behavior, which will help you to create a more positive environment, and which will help you to have more positive experiences. Because now let me tell you something. What you focus on your marriage is what your marriage will become. If you focus more on the negative aspect of your marriage, then your marriage will continue to go in the negative line. But if you focus more on the positive aspect of your marriage, then your marriage will do what? Will continue to go in the positive line. Are you now saying, maybe you're asking, are you now saying I should ignore the negative? No, I'm not saying I'm not saying that you should ignore the negative. I'm saying you should focus more on the positive, work with the positive, and also try to develop whatever that negative aspect, to get rid of the negative aspect, to turn the negative. You help when you focus more on the positive, you're indirectly helping your spouse to do what? To get rid of those negative. That is what I'm saying. Remember, the Bible said that the man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So don't focus on the negative. Start focusing on the positive. That is what gratitude is about. We call this, in psychology, we call it positive psychology. Oh, hallelujah. I believe you have been blessed. Let's stop here for this time. Make sure you join me again this same time on this same channel next week, the same day. We're going to be continuing on the topic gratitude in marriage. Now, let me give you an assignment again. Can you list some other things that you think your spouse had been doing to make the marriage work? And say to your spouse, thank him or her for doing those things. And I pray that the Lord will help your marriage to get stronger. In Jesus' name, we'll be here again next week. Before then, stay blessed. Thank you.